How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Look around. We see a generation settling for complacency and mediocrity in their ambitions. Many men appear to have lost the will to demand more from life and themselves. Yet the Stoics believed that every man has an obligation, not just to himself but to society, to demand the best for himself, to unlock potentials he never knew he had, to move from being a passive observer of life to an active participant.
Sign, higher voltage sign, higher voltage sign.
Right, so we kind of know that from the electrons over there. Thanks for that, by the way. High voltage, which is that power station over there, should tell you everything. The Spirit's saying high voltage, and I was just trying to explain that with the electrons, yeah, and the kinetic energy and the iron that was coming down there, all combined together. You know, this is what we're talking about in the world of physics. Just not the Vox door now. So try and get more Vox sounds. Linking Manchester with Lancashire through Ringely Road Station. It's just saying Outwood Country Park was an important transportation link between Manchester and Lancashire, towns of Accrington and Bacup. And it's saying 1847 Ringely Road Station was opened by the East Lancashire Railway. It was no means a grand station. Ringely Road consisted of simple platforms on either side of the track. A small building which may once have been a ticket office or waiting room sat on the northbound platform, while no buildings existed up on the southbound line.
Welcome to the Umbrella.
Welcome to another video. We're in Farnworth today, having a look at this train station. So this is Ringely train station. It's been fucking closed for years, man. So I think the cars are stopped now. 1 second. It's shit when I'm talking and the cars are passing because you can't really hear what I'm saying. So Ringely train station. This is on the Outwood Trail that used to be an old train line. This is absolutely fucking massive, and I love train lines or old train lines. They use so much energy in them from the past, and my equipment usually picks up some good stuff from the past, whether it be 1 second, there's a car coming. Whether it be train noises, conversations from the past, anything to do with suicide where people have jumped in front of trains, any train accidents, anything like that, anything. So this is like a historic video really. So it's a video for Google as well because there's no pictures here. There's no videos. So I've never been here neither. So it's like a little explore for me as well. I always like going to new places. And equally I think this will be a good night video, but I need to come in the day first to see if it would be good enough. I personally think that it would be, but I haven't even had a look yet, so I don't know. So we can have a look at this together. So I'll show you around. So that's basically where I am. I think it's just down here. There's like a little left turn off down here. So this track is absolutely massive. It goes on for miles. Now, I did see there was like an old building further up the track. I know nothing about this building. I don't know if it's in use, I don't know if it's derelict, I don't know anything. So we might have a little look up there and see what's up there, have a look at the track. Sometimes you get some good paranormal stuff on the track, or on tracks like I have done recently, like when I did Cycle Track 92, which is in Rochdale, and they've renamed it to 661, I think. I don't know why they've renamed it. I'm sure it's nothing to do with my videos, like. Anyway, we're almost here now, so I'll show you. So I think it's down here. Oh look, little train bridge there where the train used to go through. Can't beat a good tunnel. let's have a look down there anyway. So we'll get ourselves down here and have a little look. So one thing I'm going to use today is predominantly the Vox. I will use the other equipment too, but the Vox is better for this kind of stuff. As it's a synthesizer, I can't even say it, that will extract sounds from the past. It will also pick up any spiritual stuff, so who knows, could have a few ghouls knocking about here. I don't actually know, because until we've had a look. But what we're after today in this video is a platform. So when you come down here, yeah, you get to the platform's still there, so you've got the path and like the raised platform, like the train would come in. So I've got no doubt it will be like mega spooky down here at night time. Just like looking around now, see. So you can imagine all this in. Oh, it's Cycle Track 6. Look, I didn't know it was Cycle Track 6. So we have done videos on Cycle Track 6 before, as I did the ghost train of Spring Lane. This is it here, look. It's the elevated platform. Anyway, before we look at this, and obviously that's where the train would have come in, we'll just go down here and have a look at this tunnel. And then walk back up with a Vox. So we'll have a look at that platform in a minute. We'll go down and have a look at this quick, I don't know what you call it, underpass, tunnel, whatever. Plenty of wildlife. And you can see with the rain always, you can tell it's been raining obviously on these old train lines, because it always seems to go off onto one side. There's just puddles everywhere. So I absolutely know nothing about this place. So I usually come and do a video, then do my research, or vice versa. I think there's some kind of sign here that will tell us a bit about it. This isn't far from Clifton Country Park, where I did a video there too. Let's have a look. Ooh. Outwood Colliery was part of the Irwell Valley Fault, an area that was extensively mined for almost 100 years. Outwood was opened in 1840, although there is evidence that the mine was sunk almost potentially 10 years before. Initially known as Clough Fold, the original mine had 5 shafts. However, upon its closure, it was noted that only 3 remained active. Happened and see if there's any reaction to it. So it's up to here. Only 3 remained active. Coal was mined in 2 pits and transported by tram to 2 locations. The first was to a depot in Outwood Road, north of the country park, and the second was also by tram, where it was loaded onto barges to travel along the now disused Manchester, Bolton and Bury Canal. The colliery exchanged hands a number of times over its lifespan. Thomas Fletcher and Sons, who owned a number of mines in the area, owned Outwood until its insolvency and took the company in 1908. In 1909, the site was put up for auction, but the reserve price was not met and there was growing concerns for its future. Clifton and Casely Coal Co. privately bought the mine, and their subsidiary company, Outwood Collieries Limited, managed and operated the site. The new owners made substantial improvements and the mine continued to operate at its height. The colliery employed 2,000 staff. There would have been deaths on this colliery, no doubt. In 1929, Outwood became part of Manchester Collieries Limited, but production of coal had already begun to wind down. Huge underground fire in 1931 further led to colliery's demise. The fire caused one of the shafts to collapse, resulting in the headgear falling into the shaft and the winding rope destroying the engine. A year later, what did it say? Garden. Outwood Colliery was closed but continued to operate as a coal washing point for the coal from other collieries. This continued till 1956, where operations at Outwood finally came to an end. So these are all the pictures of the colliery. I don't actually know where the colliery is actually, where it actually is. Well, anyway, let's have a look at this bridge after that little history lesson. So the train obviously would have come through here. And let's see what people have wrought. I always like good feet in me. Look at the masonry work here. How the stone makes it look like it's almost bent. And the small bricks that they've used. By 2030 you will own nothing. I'm getting my magnet pings in this fucking COVID-19 Great Reset. Economic Forum. That's very good. I like them little bricks. So that's the pingage round here. I don't know if there would have been another train that came through there at one point, or whether this is just a single track. Right, so the box is beginning to make noises already, so this is the case. I'm not surprised actually being on an old railway line. So we'll move up to the platform, then we'll explore further up and have a look at this building that's either disused or, you know, whatever. So we'll just point the camera forward. Can you hear when his frequency? There was loads of magnetism back there. There's nothing metal, obviously, around the area. There's fucking some people coming up here. Sounds like almost like a half-second machinery noise then.
And these sorts.
Wow, that was a noisy one. Right by the platform. Now I want to walk over. You know, so can you hear my frequency? Can you hear my voice? And this is that's a female. That. This platform, mad innit? People would just stand here and wait for the train. So this is one of, well, I don't know if it's Bury or Bolton, but it's just outside Radcliffe. I think it's coming under Bolton, but this is one of the great places to come if you're into things like this, like old train lines. Even for cyclists as well. They want to pedal up and down here, but I think this is a fantastic place, as it's still preserved. Almost. There's obviously no rail track, but that doesn't mean anything for me. It's just a great place to come if you're into walking and stuff like that. So we'll just see if the seer triggers. If we do get a picture, maybe it's a picture of someone getting on a train. I'm not quite sure, or whatever. And with the mining being so close, I would have thought that there'll be definitely activity, especially with the magnet pings I was getting up there. Then I became suspicious, and I was like, well, actually, you know, it could have potential here. Especially around here, you know, I've just got to put the cat balls around here at night time and see what happens. I've got no doubt they will go off. Just going off being here for a small time. So what I'm going to do now is something I don't do enough. I'll show you now. Just going to get some electromagnetic field measurement, which will tell me more. Which is this device here. Which is zero. Actually getting a picture as well, funny enough, which is good. That looks like it's like a boat crash or something. We were saying something about that over there in the on the plaque over there, saying about the something fell into the water. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. It looks like some kind of crash or whatever, some kind of boat. So we'll have a walk up here and have a look at some more. So there's obviously nothing, there's no milligauss, there's no electrons, so which is always a good sign. Sometimes you can have a poltergeist that, you know, obviously is still lurking around. That should pick that up, but this is only range from about maybe a metre best, at best. So we'll hit the tube and then just see what comes through that. So just after spending some time at the platform, it's always good to see this, see an old platform still here. It's good how they've not, you know, destroyed it, and people can still come and have a look at the platform, which is, for me, that's really good, to be honest. It's how history should be. It should be preserved still.
You.
Me? What about me? My name's Basil. What's your name? Do you know your name? Check it out here, look. How that water fucking slides down. It's alright, innit? More pings. Are you pinging? You can hear it when it pings, you know. You obviously hear, aren't you? So I'm going to move back to the Vox in a minute because I want to try and capture some more. I want to try and extract some more sounds whilst I'm on the old railway line, which is now a footpath, obviously. Keep stepping in fucking horse shit or whatever. Let's see if my lace comes undone today. So I'm getting a lot of camera capture fails at the minute. So that basically means when I press the camera to look forward, it's just failing. This happens usually in places of high energy. And I always get a little bit suspicious when it starts to do that. Because GhostTube isn't really faulty until you start being in locations like this. Start pushing the camera forward and backwards, like point of view, first person, and it just fucking, look at all the brickwork around here. It just starts to falter really, and it fucking pisses me off because I lose files then. So I just did a Vox recording then and I've lost it now, so. There must have been a bridge here, look. I would have thought. Right, so we'll continue. I think this is a building that's on the on Google Maps. It looks just like a power station. So I thought it was, you know, an old derelict building. It's obviously some kind of power station now. And this is where you usually get fucking strong electrons. I'd have to go closer, like, and it start measuring the electrons. But it goes to show I'm safe where I'm stood. There's nothing worse than being on a public footpath and that starts beeping. Because everyone that comes in that area then is like subjective to the electrons, which can be quite dangerous if you subject to that for a long time. It's that picture. It's like someone on a train, doesn't it? Bet you it's spooky as out round here because you've got an energy source, which is that power station there, and it's sat in more or less an old train station where obviously trains used to come through, and they're an ideal place on their own for spiritual activity because you've got an energy source, which is that power station there. Bet you it's fucking spooky as fuck at night time here. Seems to be quite a popular fucking biking route as well. It would be though, Cycle Track 6. It's hard to imagine. You could just see the old train, the train wall, there's stuff there, like you could just see it, and that's how you can usually pick out train tracks. It's usually the brickwork. It's round about there.
It's what I want.
Is it? What are you referring to? What do you want? You want about the power? So what you've got here is you've got electrons, like I just explained there, and then you've got a kinetic energy runoff, and that's probably what they're talking about here, that the energy sources is what they want. Does that matter? It does on a full moon, yeah, it does. especially if there's copper in the fucking, or that looks like a conductor, some kind of iron. See it dripping off there, and it's coming down there. So that's almost like we've got kinetic energy of a conductor, then you're probably talking that you could potentially see or get a manifestation on a full moon.
Voltage sign, high voltage sign, high voltage sign.
Right, so we kind of know that from the electrons over there. Thanks for that, by the way. High voltage, which is that power station over there, should tell you everything. Spirit's saying high voltage, and I was just trying to explain that with the electrons, yeah, and the kinetic energy and the iron that was coming down there, all combined together. You know, this is what we're talking about in the world of physics. So I can't get the tube back on now because it's just failed again, the camera capture, when I tried to go back, but I managed to save my file. What I'm trying to do is get the camera on me. So I got ghost emojis again. They worked, and it was genuine as well. It was what I was just talking about with the electrons, and you know, this is probably that spot over there specifically where I've just come from. That's probably what I would think of as a hot spot because of what's around it: the high voltage, the electrons, the kinetic energy, the conductor, which is the iron. That's where spirits like to go, where they can be relevant. And then it just seems to pan off. So I've just walked up there. There must have been more than one track, obviously. And then it comes up here. I don't know how far this is going to go on for, because this is an absolute massive place. So I'll look on Google in a minute. And just fucking woodland everywhere as well. I mean, this is a great place, if you ask me, for a ghost walk. Right, I'm going to cut it here because there's some people up ahead. So I get a real feel, like I don't really get this feeling often, but this emotion that I'm feeling at the minute.
Pathetic.
Pathetic? Oh, it's pathetic. That's funny. So anyway, I was describing my emotion, yeah, and it's like, I've got to come back here at night. I've got no doubt this will make a good summer video, but transport is always an issue for me. It's like if you had a car, honestly, it'd help so much with my content. So I'm just going to walk to the end now and probably end the video, but I'm just going to show you a bit more. Maybe I'm not. So we'll just continue to walk. There's someone in front of me at the minute, so I'll pan the camera up in a minute. So I'm just using a bit of silence for now, just so I can capture anything, so I don't get any contamination whilst I'm talking. So it's crazy to think obviously a train would run through here. I always say that in my train videos because, you know, it is mad to think that, well, obviously in June 1999 it all changed and they made it like this. So that's quite a normal noise for train places that have got trains, really. So I'm going to use the SLS camera. I want to have a look in the woods and stuff just to see if there's any beeps. No beeps. So just use this on for the next 90 seconds, 2 minutes or whatever. Have a little look around till this path ends. I think we're going to come to the River Irwell soon, by the looks of it. That's a beep. I didn't see that one actually. I wasn't looking at the camera. Again. I didn't see that one either. This is like, reminds me of a bit like Healy Dell, when they've got by the asbestos factory as you walk up the old train line, and you've got forest on either side. I've got no doubt in the summertime this would be epic, because you'd have like loads of foliage and stuff. Obviously you can see through the trees now, but obviously in summertime I would assume this to be totally different. So not much beepage, but we did get some beeps. So another one there. I don't know what that is over there. There's some kind of concrete post over there. I'm hoping you can see it. It's just there. And there's another one there too. Why is there two concrete posts over there? Must have been a bridge, right? Sounds like, yeah, that's what it sounded like then. There's a fucking, looks like a bridge. Bridge foundations that have now been taken away. Fuck knows why. Right, so I'm going to have to, like, obviously be aware of how long this video is going to be, so I need to try looking at ending it soon, because it's just like a scout video really, just so I know where to come back at night. There's a plaque over there which will probably tell you about them concrete bollards, whatever they were, like a bridge. Is this a viaduct? This might be the viaduct up here, I'm not sure. Oh look, we've got a loose shoelace. My shoelace undone again. Fuck's sake. Always happens every video. My shoelace, seriously, comes undone. I don't even know what fucking torch is now. Right, so I think you go down there for that bridge, and that's the Church of Radcliffe up there. That was in the earlier pictures in the video. This must be the viaduct, right? So in the pictures it showed some kind of mining, so I don't actually know if I'm in the right mining spot or whatever. But we'll have a look at this viaduct because I think it's kind of cool.
What is your name?
My name's Basil Brush. What's your name? So that's fucking where we are, I think. Living on the banks of the River Irwell, this 60-hectare park offers unique scenery, nature walks and bike trails around a new ancient clough woodland steeped in history that can be traced over 800 years. Right, so it's grade 2 listed viaduct, so let's have a look. Right, let's have the Vox on. Wow, that's a quite an interesting one. Giant hogweed. Yeah, so don't be letting your dogs eat the hogweed. Might turn into a boggart. I like how the fence is quite high, so it makes it quite difficult if you want to jump. Sometimes you get suicide spots like this. So this is the actual viaduct, and it's crazy again to think a train would come across here.
Hot
the River Irwell. And nothing, it's just the River Irwell, you know.
So stop.
There's more than one spirit that obviously on this frequency at the minute. Oh, it's picking up shit from the past. But I doubt it when I've just said that's the River Irwell, it said and. So that's the viaduct, grade 2 viaduct. I'd like to get a picture of it actually if I could. So they probably would have put, see here, yeah, they probably would have got rid of a lot of the stonework maybe and put this steel fucking fencing. So let's have a look at the viaduct. Oh, there's obviously new steel being put in by the looks of that. I don't know if that's the original steel or not. That's the end of the video now. Underneath the grade 2 listed building, the grade 2 viaduct. Sorry, I was thinking of something else then. So this is it, right under the steel that was, I don't know if it's original or not, but it definitely looks Victorian style. It doesn't look modern by any means, but it looks great. It's fucking great bit of history. I've obviously in my mind, I know where to come back if I come here. I do believe that there's some really good stuff to capture as far as the paranormal goes further up the track. So I'm going to walk back now and finish the video and go home really. But no, it's a good day out video, a little bit of history. I know where to come now if I'm coming back at night time, but that's definitely an epic ghost walk. People that, you know, that they're from Radcliffe. I mean, that's a great area. I'm from Rochdale, so I've come all the way from Rochdale to shoot this video really. That's an epic spot that you've got up there for anyone wishing to engage in this type of content. You know, get your voice recorders out, start going up there and see what you can capture. I think that's a great area of me. I've probably will come back at night time on a full moon. I've got no doubt it will be rampant with activity, or a great place to communicate from. So anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Nice watching, and you know, just a day video. I like to get out and sometimes do day videos too, as well as night videos. And you know, need to put some stuff on Google because there's not really much on Google as far as, you know, pictures and stuff like that of that, you know, the original rail platform, which is great that it's still here. Anyway, enough talking bullshit now. It's time to end the video. Nice for watching, and I'll see you soon. So this was video number 10 in Bury, or round about that area, Bury Bolton area. Obviously it's come to an end now, so for me to do more content in this area I'd need 10 likes on either a Bury or Bolton video, and I'll come back and make more. But it's the end of the line, so to speak. This is a picture of Radcliffe Station back in the day. It's the only picture I could find that was relevant to the content that I was making. So yeah, what an epic place, absolutely brilliant place with all the features still intact on Cycle Track 6. So big shout out to Bury and Bolton for some epic journeys. So yeah, nice one for watching, and yeah, I think we're back to Rochdale for me, and we'll just watch how these videos do to see if it's got much interest, and maybe I shall come back. But I've got no doubt it'd be a great video that at night time. I've got no doubt that would be totally off the chain. Anyway, nice for watching, and see you soon.